How are we all doing today? Still can't find me shutter switch. See the grinders out. I'm doing my bum rag. Brand spanking new 372 bum rag, but it's the SX92, which is interesting because it had the 82 top end. I'm finished. I'm just about to put it back on and retime it, check my numbers. These have insanely small uppers, I think. But if you want to check your, I forget the technical term, flashing or yeah, I forget it. Squirt the hose up, down, through the blowers and watch how it packs, how it shoots the charge. I just did that now while I washed it out. It's flowing a hell of a lot better now. I haven't touched the uppers because I haven't got a right angle tool yet. I do, however, have to chamfer them because they're sharp. If I had a ball hone, that'd do the job, but I don't. But exhaust port, I made it a D shape. For some reason, this one shoots away from the exhaust port, exit port. I honestly can't remember if it's OEM 372 does that. I'm pointing that straight at the camera, you can see it shoots that way. But I did make it a D. Cracks in the center, hopefully. Should be right in the center, so I should get the first ray of light spot on my numbers. There's some funky stuff going on with this camera today. Oh, that's because it's that side of the dimples. They seem to work. They're not deep. On the intake's D-shaped as well. Detuned. Stock numbers on the intake was 67 degrees before top dead center. That is insanely low. High, insanely high. So I've made it 75 degrees. So I took 8 degrees off the intake. I'll probably do a little bit more work on that. We'll check where it cracks. Still got a chamfer. Exhaust was 103 with 22 degrees of blowdown. It's now 100 with 25. 25, my 365's 25. Long blowdown is good. Exhaust gases get out faster, or enough time to get out for the fresh new charge. There won't be any short blowdown saws. Recycle a bit of the gases, which I think is what causes carbon sometimes. I could be wrong. I'm just, yeah. We all know I'm still new, important, but as you can see, my work's getting 110% better. Those transfers were tiny as well. I don't know who makes these for these bum rags, but it's definitely not Farmertec. It's probably another off brand of someone in China, someone. Anyhow, I'll get back into her and yeah, hopefully finish it today. Maybe. Standard muffler, puny little, seems to work good. Stock. I'm thinking of adding another pipe the same size as that and see how it performs, but I might have to take the muffler off the 365 and give it a decent test. While I'm here and I've got yous, I noticed the other day when I purchased the saw, they send you a video of how to set it up. They've actually changed the air filter setup. It's not the butterfly nut, it's a OEM style. So that's handy. I do, however, want to get one of those socks, foam sock that goes over the top, or make one, which I probably could do with a Scotch pad or something. Another thing I wanted to mention that's improved, clutch would be one. I reckon it looks better than Farmertec. Where'd I put it? It's probably somewhere. You do get a spare worm drive in the toolkit, which I don't know where I've put, probably in the man cave still. Clutch bearing, sprocket bearing looks OEM. It looks OEM. The sprocket washer, it's flogged out and soft. My bucking spike was bent. I've straightened it on the anvil pad on my. So when I got the saw, handlebars bent, like mentally. Here it is here. It's bent down and back. I did this. It was out here, but you can see. They try to tell me it's not bent. It is bent, but look, I just bent that. It's flimsy. They're gonna send me another one. Top AV spring was popped out, and you can see it doesn't screw back in straight. So yeah, bucking spike was all mangled up, still attached to the saw. Thank God it didn't break the case. Handlebar, I'm putting the one off my Farmertec because it's thicker aluminium, and it's not flimsy like that. That's like it's recycled Coke cans or something, but plastic boot clamp with your throttle cable. Farmertec do aluminium. That's the clamp it come with. Just an ordinary hose clamp. And they cut the impulse tab off the intake boot. I don't know why. I haven't even had fuel in this. Brand name carb, Yinba, and it's got laser model number stamped on the side of it. 365F. This is a 50mm top end. First glance at the carb, it's actually got the ethanol gas, the diaphragm in it, so I mean it's only 200 and what did I get the saw for? 290, 296 I think. 10% discount on Kogan. I know I'm talking a lot here, but so you get the saw, they run them. I took the spark plug out and it had a bit of 2-stroke film on it, and you could see it was run, you could smell it was run. So they must test them before, well, as part of QA. I don't know if you'll sort of see it. You might if I turn that on, but it's not plugged. Yes, it is. It's plugged in. I just want to show you the intake from the inside out. It looks pretty sick. See the dimples? Probably won't, because there, look at that. I went a bit harder on them this time. So part of the quality control is they must run them first. I probably should have started and ran it first, but intake opened at 67 degrees before top dead center. That's very detuned. So I'm doing, it's pretty much the same numbers as my 365, but it's a 52mm top end. Squish is 34 thousandths. I don't have a means to take 14 thou off the base, so I'm hoping the extra intake will feed it the extra air it needs to get a bit more compression, if that makes sense. 34 thou isn't much. Where's me solder, and I'll show you. I think it's here somewhere. No. Right there, look. It's not much. I had to twist 3 pieces together to get it to read. This is only 30. I think this is 34 thousandths straight off the bat. but it didn't squash it. So hang on a second. Yeah, 34 thousandths. You see that? You probably won't, but it's the same thickness as the solder. I've got to get thicker solder. I'm running out of that other stuff. Anyhow, hope you're all enjoying the day. It's rainy and stuff here. I think that took me close to 2 hours because my hand loses feeling from the vibrations. When I get the Fordham set up, I found a cheaper one, actually $150. Because the Fordham 220, it's 220 volt, it doesn't come, you can't plug it in here. It's not converted to Australian. It's still got the American 2-prong. Unless you can get a adapter like we've got wireless routed repeaters inside, because our Wi-Fi is not that good. So I've got to clean that up. So yeah, there's I think it's 1/4 horsepower with a gold or brass plated handpiece with the chuck there. I'm going to get one once this is paid off. It's on Hum or Afterpay, one of the two. So I've already voided the warranty, but they still, it arrived damaged, so, and I added a top end. So I said that I thought the mount was broken, but it's not. So if they don't, they don't. If they do, because they owe me a refund because I'm getting a second-hand handle. And their top ends are only $60. So that'll be next on the list. The Fordham type. It's like an engine for a set of shears. It hangs. You got the foot pedal, except the shearing engines. You got the cord with a chuck, and I can actually run these bits without cutting them down. 6-inch shaft, 4-inch shaft, whatever they are. And then I can get a right angle tool, and I can actually do work on the uppers. So that's what I'm up to today. If I get time, after reassembling this, then I'll do Reese's 670 Solo. It's right there.
How's it going?
Yeah. What's he gone?
No, he's come back. Can you pause it?
Uru. Start 'em up Sundays. Bum Rag 372. I've just finished it, but I've got to go back in. I forgot one of the gudgeon pin clips, so I'll just do a little quick start, and I'm going to have to go back in and give it another tickle. Maybe. It's not massive. Brand spanking new. Ported, obviously. That's why I bought it. Screws everywhere. Out of the PV, right. That old rife damaged. Handlebars benders. Flimsy shit. Farmertec. It's better. Anyhow, I'll go in now and put the gudgeon pin clip in and reseal it. Yeah, anyhow, hooroo.